Hey guys, welcome back to the F1 Hub, and today we're going to do our predictions for the 2024 Spanish Grand Prix. Okay then, if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's go on to our good surprise, which is Mercedes. I reckon Mercedes are going to have a very good Spanish Grand Prix, and here's why. They are very good at the Spanish Grand Prix circuit. It's a well-known fact. In 2023, they started P4 and P11 and still came through to a dominant second and third, best of the rest to Max Verstappen. And then we go into bad flop, which I'm going to go for Sergio Perez. There wasn't much else to say about the Mercedes, so let's just go on to Sergio Perez. Perez is going to have another awful weekend. It's not a track he's ever won at before, with his best result coming at P2 at the 2022 edition, and that was only after Carlos Sainz spun out and Charles Leclerc retired. Apart from that, he hasn't really got an on-pace podium at the Spanish Grand Prix circuit, unless he has, but without recent memory. I reckon Perez will have another awful weekend like he did here last year, where he spun off into the gravel, qualified P11 and still got beaten by a Mercedes who started behind him. I reckon a podium definitely isn't on the cards for Perez, and I reckon maybe he'd be lucky just to scrape into the top 6 at best. With Red Bull, I expect to dominate with Max Verstappen. Spoiler alert for who's going to win. I reckon Sergio Perez is going to have a pretty miserable weekend. So let's go on to the pole then. And the pole position is going to go Max Verstappen's way. The Dutchman has been in one lap pace so far in 2024, and he's only lost the last 2 pole positions to Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Why would anything else change at the Circuit de Barcelona de Catalunya, a track where Red Bull have been dominant before, and him too? Spanish Grand Prix is normally a track where whoever's the fastest dominates, i.e. 2020 and 2023. So that's my opinion, and I personally don't reckon anything else is going to stop Verstappen. However, I do reckon maybe one of those Ferraris might challenge him within 0.5 of a second. Okay, it'll be a bit less than that, but I still reckon Max Verstappen's going to get this dominant pole position. Maybe George Russell, however, will have something to say about that. After all, Lewis Hamilton isn't, is he? Speaking of Lewis Hamilton, he's going to come home in 3rd place, which is going to be a good result for him and for Mercedes, his only podium of the season in my opinion. Lewis Hamilton has had a challenging 2024 season, with his best result coming 4th in the last Grand Prix in Montreal, Canada. However, I still reckon Lewis Hamilton will fight his way through from another poor qualifying to P3. However, he's going to be a long way behind 2nd and 1st. I will absolutely scream if this actually happens, since I'm a big LH fan. Yes, I know. And I also know Lewis Hamilton is washed, and I'll be doing a video about that after the Spanish Grand Prix. But let's go on to 2nd place, which is Mr. Bolterlet George Russell. If Hamilton is washed, he's still quicker in the races, whilst George Russell is the classic bottle job. Every time he's in a shout of victory, 2023 Singapore, 2024 Canada, he does a classic bottle it. George Russell went off the track multiple times at the Canadian Grand Prix on his way to still beating his teammate to 3rd place. However, that was with a tyre disadvantage, which I'll later found out. Imagine my reaction when that happened. Anyway, George Russell is still a bottle job, and I still reckon he might be able to get onto the front row at best if Mercedes' qualifying pace works. But nothing will work against Max Verstappen, who is going to win this race no matter what. Here's why. Max Verstappen dominated the 2023 Spanish Grand Prix, though he didn't actually lead every second of the race. Carlos Sainz went round the outside and led for a mini-second before Max Verstappen, did what he always does and take back the lead. From there, it was boring and Verstappen dominated the race. So why else would it change in 2024? Exactly, it won't. So Max Verstappen will dominate the Spanish Grand Prix, beating George Russell and Lewis Hamilton to victory. So that's all I have to say for today's video, and if you have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to help grow this channel. I'm just started off, and I'd really like to help grow the channel, as there's so many other F1 content creators. I'll hope to do that Lewis Hamilton washed video coming out very shortly, and I'll see you next time.